Alright, this is daily chart of AAPL. Today I want to make a special video on Apple. As you know, on my profile page, let me talk a little bit of the history of Apple. Back around the end of April, I talked about how bullish. I made a special video on Apple, and way back in April, I stated how I believe this is going to run like back in the old days. And Apple was always continuing running higher. And that's exactly what Apple's been doing. As you can see, this has been I've had multiple profitable trades in this Apple. I had the swing over here, a swing over here, and the latest swing over here. 3 swings and option plays, plus I've been a long-term holder of Apple. Now, there have been people bearish and trying to short the stock, and they've been missing out on all the great profits and profitability. And basically this chart is through the roof bullish, and especially these multiple closes above my trigger upline over here. And what I believe has happened, we've confirmed one thing, that stock is heading to $130 a share long-term by the pattern confirmation. And of course, as we head to 130, we might even have other patterns that will develop that state this goes to the $160 target. But from what I know now, at least the 130 long-term target could be sometime next year that the stock is going to. And I basically talked about how Apple was a safe long-term investment. And the day I got into Apple long-term, right around this day here, all I've done is made money. It's never went against me at all. Imagine getting into something after earnings, long term, and that's why I talked about why this is a good long term. But at the same time, I've also done options as well, because Apple's very expensive. But I knew this was a good, safe, long term, no brainer. You got an investor that's put $4 billion into this company. He's no dummy. This is the easiest money you can make. And anybody who's going short this really doesn't know what they're doing, doesn't know how to read charts. I'm going to admit this, and I will say this. If Apple failed or broke down, I was talking about this. When Apple was going down, the market was pretty negative, and I was explaining how Apple was still very bullish. And I talked about a 96 entry, and I gave on my profile page an August 8 update, explaining how to make 100. You can make 100% on 95 calls, and it's already been achieved way before September, and those are September 19 calls. So you can see that on my profile page. But anyways, in the special update, I wanted to talk about all the positives. But this is what the charts are saying, and as long as the stock holds the 100, the 99, 100 area, this is just consolidating to push higher. And right now, if I pull up my 30-minute chart, this looks like to me we're going to need some time to consolidate, and this stock can be is good. We could chop around, but as we can break 100 and 150, this stock is simply going to head very quickly to the 103, 104 area. Again, this could take a few more days, and may not happen tomorrow, but it's still very bullish, and I believe that 99 will be, especially by the 30-minute chart, as long as we don't go below $99, even take a longer time frame. Yeah, well, it's so bullish, the stock. I look at the time frames that any pullback we have, as long as it's, we don't go below, I think this thing would not want to go much lower than 99 to 99, 98 area. And that can change daily, but as it stands, it's extremely strong. As we broke above 100, I see people screaming how it's going to be short, and it's just too powerful, the stock. The real money has been going long Apple, and the point is that I don't guess. I wait for confirmation. If Apple didn't confirm, guess what? I wouldn't be adding more, going into it with options. I would just be holding my long-term position, which I can't lose in, because I bought it way back at 82. Before the split, and all it's done is made me money as a long-term holder. But I've also went into some options. There was a run in options. As you can see, a nice run again over here, again over here. There's been multiple runs and again over here. This has been just if you haven't made money going long Apple, you got to learn about investing. You got the wrong mindset. You got to listen to what the market's saying. Even if you don't like this company, who cares? It makes money like crazy. You don't have to like a company or their products. As long as that company is making you money, that's the bottom line. Who cares if, let's say you like a company, take BlackBerry. Some people they go crazy about BlackBerry. What the hell? Oh, that's weird. My chart got screwed up over here. That is weird. Oh, it's the wrong stock. BBRY. Okay. I mean, it's been profitable on the short term, but I'm saying as a long-term investment. I mean, this stock is. You may like the company, right? But I mean, what is it doing? I mean, it's going down, right? As a long-term, there's tradable points, but the trend is down. It's still down. And I mean, this might go up and all that, and that's a different issue. But I mean, look at Apple, AAPL. And I stated this when we broke up to that area that this thing was going to move higher. That's what the market was saying. I mean, we have a bullish, very bullish pattern, and I think it's. I mean, we've even way more extended. Look, this thing is bullish to the roof, and if anything, we're just going higher unless we violate some key levels, which we haven't done. So until it does so, and if it was to pull back, I believe to this 99 or 98 area, it would just be a buying opportunity. I would wait for confirmation of strength, and right now, if I was to add into the position, I think if we break above 101.50 at this point in time, this stock is going to simply go very quickly to the 103. It might need some time based on what I'm seeing on the 30-minute chart. I could see them playing around with it. But follow me for more great advice. If you've followed any of my Apple advice, you've been making handsome profits in Apple. Way back since May, I made a special video on Apple. End of April. And what I said has happened. I mean, if I was to pull up my video, you see how bullish I was, and I was talking about where this thing could go. I've stated many times I believe that 160 is a long-term target. The targets keep changing, but at least technically speaking, by action we've had right now, technically speaking, by looking at the weekly chart, I believe 130 is in the cards at the very least, long term. Which is a nice return on investment, very safe, and of course the options have been even more insane. Thanks for listening. Like the video.